Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play Europa Universalis for the White Elephant. So in the last episode we got the Let's Get Started, and in this one we're gonna get started. So the only two parts of Common Sense that I haven't really talked about that are relevant to this particular campaign are the buildings and development. So let's take a look at that for a second. So here's our capital, right? What's interesting is instead of flat base tax affecting everything, now we have development points. So what we have here is base tax, base production, and base manpower. So the game had these three concepts before, but they were sort of all a function of the base tax, and then it would figure things out. Excuse me. Well, one of the interesting things too is they finally fixed this tooltip. So when we look at tax, it looks like, oh my goodness, look at how much smaller this is. Well, no. Because this was always displayed yearly, and you'd hover over it, and then it would tell you what the month is. Well, now it's displayed monthly, and you hover over it and it tells you the year, which is far more interesting and useful, I think, to what I want to do. Okay, we'll talk about this in a second. So now I can actually invest points. So I could spend 60 admin power to improve base tax by 1 in any province. I can do this anywhere. And what it tells you is that the cost for that is it's a base of 50. Okay, and then plus 5 for every time it's been done. So effectively for this game, it's already been done twice. So that's why it's going to cost me 60. And the cost is further modified by other things like the fact that it's... Oh, I'm sorry. So it's... Strike that. It's 60 because of the modifiers, obviously, if I finish reading the tooltip. It's 15% less because of the capital city and the coastal center of trade, but it's 15% more because it's tropical, and then it's 20% more because of development. And I'm not entirely certain what that modifier is. I think it's total development. I think as it gets better, there's a reduction in cost to help offset. I'm not entirely certain about that. So, and we can see the effect that it's giving us is monthly tax exemption plus 0.08 and the local spy defense plus 1. So that's nice. If we have our 8 production here, that's what it is. That's what it will go to rather. And right now all it's doing is each level gives an additional spy defense. So there you have it. This affects goods produced in local shipbuilding time, which is Diplo points, not surprisingly, and then monthly production income will raise as well. So same modifiers. And then here, military, it gives you maximum manpower, local recruitment time, and then garrison growth. All those things. Places still have garrisons, whether or not they have a fort, I believe. No, they do not. But it does have, you still have that garrison growth. So you have the option, you could build forts. What does this button do? I'll go to siege view. I don't remember that from before. Maybe just because I never needed it for that, so I never paid attention. I'm building East Asian Spearmen. Of course I am. And then this is the total development. So the total value of all 3 added together, and that's what the development is of the province. And development now affects things instead of the base tax. So in this case, the local development cost is plus 9% because the development is 9, so it actually gets harder the more developments are. So I had that backwards. I do apologize. It gives you more local trade power. Excuse me. It reduces the local missionary strength, and it gives supply limit, and possible number of buildings is plus 0, but you get benefits. So as we get to development 10, we get another building. So buildings now are locked. It's much like CK2. You only have certain places you can build new developments. I can upgrade whatever building I put here along its chain. So if I click on building, here are the building chains. So I've got trade, government, production, navy, army, taxation, defense, and manufactory. I can upgrade along the chain when there are arrows. All right, so shipyard upgrades to grand shipyard. Our dock upgrades to a dry dock. Trade goes all the way. Government courthouse upgrades to a town hall. There's a university. So all of these things help build in, but like if I wanted to have a town hall and a university, I would need 2 building slots because there's no arrow. So I can't upgrade into a university. They're 2 different things. And they now only cost gold. So long as you have enough ducats, so long as you have buckets of ducats, then you can build whatever sort of buildings you want to build. All right, so we come back. And this will automatically unlock at 10 development. So I don't need to click anything here. It just does it. So it tells you what your province values are. That's giving me nothing for my naval force limit, which is not surprising. It's landlocked. It's giving me 0.9 for land force limit. There is 1 possible building, and the build cost is increased because it's tropical. So all these values here, was just 115, right? The base is 100, but it takes 115 because I'm trying to build in jungle, and who wants to cart stuff off to the jungle? So let's look at my capital here, and we look at the buildings tab. I have 4 available because my development is already at 20. There's nothing I could build here because I need more technology. The only thing I can actually build are castles. So I already have a castle. If I want to go up to a bastion, I need to level 14. So I can't even go up to level 2 castle. So until I get more of that, I can't go on. And then I get another one at 30. So I don't know. This one's at 10, maybe 15, 20. I don't know how it goes up to there. And this is good. It tells you what the cost is to improve. So all of those things are there. Those are the only buildings that we have, by the way. Those ones that you saw on the build screen. This is it. This is what we have. So it's not like if we unlock, we get more of these squares. No, it's just they actually light up and we can build them. So the nice thing is you can change development from this. This is amazing. This is so good. It tells you what it's going to cost. Right? So tropical and jungle, brutal. It costs you so much to upgrade these provinces. But you can do it. So what this allows you to do is instead of having to build wide by conquering more provinces, you can create your empire by building tall. So, empire, right? There's now government rank. Open, please. Thank you. There are government ranks. We are a kingdom. There's 3. There's duchy, kingdom, and empire. Higher rank governments give you stronger bonuses to thing, and also reduce the national focus change time. I haven't picked a national focus. It's probably about the only setup thing I haven't done so far, because I kind of want to just see how this all plays out. But this is them. Let's go to me. We are also a kingdom, as it turns out. And the kingdom gives us national unrest -1. It gives us a negative 10% unjustified demand score. And the national focus cooldown is 5. Now, I haven't played as an empire, and I haven't tag switched to do anything. And obviously, we're playing Iron Man, so I'm not going to do that. But I will find out what those values tend to be for an empire versus a duchy. I think that's it. Personality human. Yes, because it's me. Alright. That's enough intro, huh? Let's play. So we're going to end up at war with Longzhan. They're our first target. And I'm pretty certain that everyone will come in with me. I don't know, because I've got my diplomats out doing things, but I want them to be out doing things for now. Group those together, please. Ah, nice. You select the fort, and it shows you the area of control. That is sexy. Very, very nice. Cool. Like it. Is that because I selected the army, or because I selected the fort? I don't know. You can click this little thing and mothball it. That's all it takes. I'm not going to, because 1 ducat a month is no problem. But I could. I don't know when to develop yet, honestly. I'm not sure. Oh, I haven't talked about the loot bar either. Looting has completely changed. There's now a loot bar like in CK2. And in order to loot, you have to be there on the month tick. That's it. And then you get a percentage of this loot bar. Every infantry gives you 0.1 ducat. Every cavalry gives you 0.3, and artillery gives you 0.05. So the best at looting is obviously the cav, and that makes sense because they can swipe in and bring stuff out quickly, and they also have horses to bring stuff back on. So there you have it. We're going to play at speed 3 for a little bit, just because I don't think speed 3 and speed 4 is that much different in my computer. Let's find out, actually. Let's go. We'll wait for the autosave, because that'll take about 15 years. And then we'll go up to speed 4. Wow, that hotkey doesn't work. I really thought that was a built-in hotkey. Go up to speed 4, and I don't see any change between speed 3 and speed 4 on my computer. Do you? This tells me beyond anything I need to upgrade. Unfortunately, I just can't right now. I got too many tax issues going on. And then AT&T decided to charge me twice this month for my cell phone service, so that's awesome. Other cell providers are available. I'm happy with them, but just we added a new line, and they decided it'd be fun to charge us twice. So I get to deal with that. Fallout. Come on, Ming. You're going to want to be my ally. I feel like this is going to be the same thing again. Negative 55 reasons. No, negative 46 total. Our Diplo rep helps some. They're going to be neutral for us forever. I don't think they're actually going to like us, which is unfortunate. Are we helping out our Liberty Desire some? Yeah, they actually like us more. This is good. This is what I'm trying to do. I think Ligor is the risk because they hate us. Or not, they don't hate us, but they're a different religion. And it's going to be very difficult to change that. So I will plan to integrate both of these guys, especially to get the boats from Ligor, but it's going to take some time. I don't know what to do with Pegu right now. Pardon me. They're friendly towards us. The only reason they don't like us is because of our rejected alliance. If I offered them alliance, they'd be friends with us again, but I don't know. I'm not sure that's where we're going to go. Who are the allies here? Pegu is an ally, so they're going to be upset with us anyway, so it might just be conquest for you. Sorry. Not sorry. And Tongu. So these five provinces right here would be in the war as well. Alright, let's bring everybody into the middle. We should have plenty of supply here. And I do. So we'll combine up. I have 16 in my force. That's the most. I could build more navy if I really wanted to, which I will at some point. We gotta consider our trade. I don't remember what we did at the last one. I might have to go watch a video, but I know we weren't doing this. This felt weird to me. I feel like I was just collecting in both places. That it was more profitable to collect in Malacca than to transfer the trade out that way. But we will discover that later. The autosaves are still brutal. Hopefully we can upgrade. But going to 64-bit would have worked perfectly over this past weekend, but it turns out my second hard drive is bad. It has so many bad sectors it's beyond repair, so that's it. We will go to 64-bit at some point, but I'm not going to just do it on the same hard drive where I've got my 16-bit system and hope to God everything works. Right? I want something to fall back on, which obviously I'm doing right now. 32-bit. We're not running a Super Nintendo here. It's definitely a 32-bit system. Advisors, I'm not going to worry about for now. I can hire a free military leader. I don't care about using the points for that. I just want to build points, build points, build points. So we're just traveling along. This hints thing's got to be new, because I do not remember that at all. They've done a lot with tooltips, I know, so that's nice. There's been some new things here. We're just building our rep here. I think we're okay with this for now, so we'll bring him home. Can't hit the C key, which is horribly frustrating. And let's see who would join us in this war. If we try to take out Longzhan, who's on board? Sun Wei says no. Why do you say no? Did you create an alliance with them or something? Why would that destabilize them? Who do you have an alliance with? What's going on in Sun Wei? You are rival with Lan Na, Mongyang, and Ava. You are allied with me and Arakan. Why would that destabilize you by going into that war? You have a royal marriage with Lan Zhang. You start with a royal marriage. That's brutal. You're 15. How old are you? You're also 15. Well, that's never going to end. Wow. Well, that's not ideal. So, let's see. You would join me. Are we enough? We're 25 versus what? They're 8, maybe? Longzhan. 10. Well, I mean, that's certainly enough. I think we could do it without their help. They are going to bring in Pegu. How much do you have? Because I'd have to deal with you first, I think. 8. Can Dai Viet handle Longzhan for the beginning? I think so. It's going to be a conquest war anyway, so it's not like the total battles are going to matter for any sort of ticking war score. What did you guys decide to do? Monastic education. Heritage and Dai Viet. I don't think there's any reason to have an advisor right now. You can actually retire advisors by paying their purchase costs. So essentially you're buying them off to retire. And then they would give me more choices to pick from, basically. Here's an event. Oh my goodness, something has happened. Religious guidance. So this is one of the new Theravada Buddhist religious events. So this is cool. Let's see what we got. The island of Lanka has been the source of a strong Theravada Buddhist tradition for centuries. It is in many ways a model society for a Theravada state, and its thriving monastic communities are the envy of the Buddhist world. While our own state also follows the Theravada ways, our laws and traditions are a patchwork of local traditions, ideas from competing Buddhist schools, and we lack the strong monastic infrastructure of the island. Our ministries suggest that in order to remedy this, we should send an embassy to Sri Lanka and ask they send us monks to carry their Theravadan traditions to our country. So if we send the emissary, we lose 50 Diplo power and we get a new event, which is cool. Or we support the locals, which gives us -1 Diplo rep and monthly autonomy change in my province. Maybe until the death of my ruler. Or it could be the whole... It could be the whole country. No, let's see what these events do. So we're going to have an event. But anyway, so you can get more advisors going here. Morale of armies is no big deal. I mean, when we go to war, yeah, maybe. I don't have a national focus yet because I'm okay building slowly for now. Elite prestige is absolutely useless. We do have a theologian though, level 2. We can't afford him, but we do have a theologian, which would let us do some sort of something. Monastic education, yeah. Raises the accepted culture threshold a little, which is not ideal, but it does give us missionary strength if we want to convert, which obviously we don't need to now. I have 120% religious unity, if I recall. Yes. That's pretty nice. Part of my traditions. I didn't even look. Do we have the same traditions? -1 national unrest, plus 10% unjustified demands. Those are... that's the kingdom type. That's not our traditions. How do I not remember where those are? Are you here? No. So they're just my traditions. Plus 20% religious unity and accepted culture threshold minus 10. So, I mean, I suppose there's that. We're already at minus, but... that's okay. I was kind of hoping that this event would fire before I went to war, because I'm just not so sure what that's going to do, but I don't know the travel time there, etc., etc., etc. So, it might just be time. Get this war on the road. So, both of them will come in. I'm not worried about Tongu. They have 2, maybe 3,000 troops. Pegu has 10. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to get on the border and get ready to go. So, we're going to see they have a fort. So, I can't just run right in. I think I have to go piece by piece. But we'll find out once the war starts. I'll try and move into provinces, and it'll show me. Ah, here's a guns, drum, and steel one. So, I do have guns, drums, and steel, like I said in the last one. I like music, so... Alright, I'm suffering attrition. Yeah, so let's start this war, because I don't want to suffer needless attrition. I'll suffer worthwhile attrition, but not needless. Suddenly... yeah, it's really a shame. Well, we'll just have to watch to see if Liberador dies and try and go in. So my manpower is 11,000. That's about 3/5. It's about 2/3 actually, so that's pretty good. Yes, I'm at war. I'm aware. Thank you. Now let's try and move in. So if I try and move in all the way, I can't do it. It doesn't tell me why though, which is annoying. I can't do that one either. So it's the area of control thing. I have to control. I can't move there either. Oh, they haven't brought him in yet. Aha. Well, let's let that happen. Okay, so brilliant. I can move into here apparently, but I cannot move into here because it's blocked by a hostile fort. But you I could move into, so I could just jump straight for this. What it does mean is it's tougher to... Actually, we will stop for a month and siege this down. It's tougher to just attack an army because they can hide behind forts, which is actually kind of cool. Ah, the Ceylonese answer. Brilliant. The King of Ceylon has allowed 40 monks to receive ordination in his country. He has also sent a group of monks, gotta check that, monks directly from his land to ours to ensure that the Theravada traditions are transferred in a sensible way. Great. So for 50 years, wow! We get +1 yearly prestige, +1 tolerance of the true faith, and our opinion of them is changed by +75. That's amazing! Nice! If you clicked it had me click a button that says +50 prestige, I would do it. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. I haven't talked about this yet either. We are over halfway towards moving to Martaban, so our movement is now locked. We cannot go back. So this turns black, kind of grayish actually, and you cannot turn around once you have reached 50%, which is good. It's really cool because you can see it on the enemies ones too, so we can see like if they're committed somewhere. So if I click on him to see... What? I missed. I must have missed. Why can I not select you? I don't know. But anyway, we can see, yeah, this army has moved more than 50% of the distance, so it will move to Martaban. There will be a conflict. This cannot be stopped at this point, which is kind of cool to see. I suppose it could be stopped. They could try and escape, but they're not going to. Come on. I want to watch this battle. It shouldn't be any problem at all. Yeah. Stack wipe. We'll sit here for a month. This will allow me to take the siege. So if we look here, I've got each phase is 30 days. I have a 100% chance. So that's the new mechanic. So I hope you can handle yourself over there, buddy. They are landlocked. We're not over on that side. I do not care about you going home at war. So let's continue to make some money. All it takes is 30 days. So it's not on the month. On the month is the... So we just looted. So we got 2.35 ducats. That's on the month. But the siege tick is 30 days. So it's just 30 days, boom, it's ours. Then we'll go fight this army. The same thing here. It'll be 30 days we take it, and we actually siege this one down, and then we can go. So another thing that this prevents, which is really annoying, blanket sieges. So you have to be very careful with your blanket siege. You have to go piece by piece. So frustrating. But now that we control that, we move here. We're going to attack them. I'm not too worried about it. My leader is not in charge, actually, so while I'm in friendly territory, let's put my leader in charge, and there we go. That was an oversight for the first battle, but luckily it didn't matter. We're locked. We cannot move away. They are not trying to move away, which is not a good sign, actually. I've got a 2-4-3. They have a 3-1. The fire phase doesn't even matter, really. We have the same stats because they're the same religion as us, so they get the same modifiers and bonuses. But we're going to crush them. They're going to retreat to Pating, probably. Pating? I like it. And we won't be able to catch them because the fort will be in the way. So we're just going to have to wait. Just be patient. Perfectly fine. We're rolling tremendously well, too. Stack wipe. Wow, never mind. So they won't retreat anywhere. And this is another 30-day siege tick. After 30 days, it will be ours. So in the next video, we will finish subjugating Pegu. This will go much better than the war with Lanchang in the last series because I will control the peace deal. So we're going to try and just take some land from Pegu. We might even just try and vassalize them. I'm not sure. Our karma has gone up, I assume, already. It has dropped, actually, by 25%. Wow. That's wild. So just by declaring the war, we went down 25%. We're going to take provinces, so it will decrease it even further. So we might want to release a couple of small nations up there for Daiviet to go Manchan. I don't know if there are ones to release up there. I don't know. But wow, you can dip karma fast. This is going to be an interesting campaign. I really look forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated to everything that's going on here. Share the video amongst your friends to encourage their enjoyment as well. And until next time, cheers.